What is up, guys? We are back with another video in the Unranked to Unreal series. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more. We're starting off in gold in this video, and I'm hoping to get out of gold. Probably not, but like hopefully a decent ways through gold to the point where we're like basically out. That would be very nice. I think I'm gonna go brutal this game. At last video I kind of talked about how I wanted to go there, but there was like one of those giant spire things there that I didn't feel like dealing with the moment I hit the ground, but that's not there this game, so we'll go here. It's been one of my favorite POIs for all of this chapter. It's not the greatest, but how small and quick you can loot it I really enjoy. And there's a good amount of sprites in this area over here typically where Leia used to be, and that is going to hopefully make it easy for me to get dashes and then make it easy for me to get shockwaves as well. And I think even in this rank I would like to run double mobility. I don't think it's going to be a significant step up from silver. It's always weird with ranked though very early on. I'm also recording this in the same day as the previous video, so it's the second day the season is out. So it's kind of ranked is a bit weird at the start of seasons. Like sometimes the low ranks can end up being decently sweaty just because everyone got reset. Let's go. I got dog treats. Incredible. I gotta drink the minis first. That would have been bad. Not the end of the world bad, but you know, unnecessary. Doesn't seem like anyone landed here, surprisingly. W shotgun. With this barrel, I won't be able to get full health off the barrels because I got minis to start. Hard pulling up. I'd like to sprint and slide. Thank you, game. I don't know what this car is doing. He might just be kind of like looking and seeing if there's anybody here. The fact that he's already driving here, I don't really know where he would have landed to start his game. We did get cars in our parking lot, luckily. That's very good. It's always annoying when you do not. The big pots. Missed one. I can go back for it in a moment, though. There's more loot here. I was just like going out that way in case that car was trying to like pull up and use my vending machine or something. That's what I was hoping, is that he would like go and use it and then I could just kill him. A-tier crate that I'm not going to be able to open anytime soon. We got gloves. That's so good. And they're purple. I don't know if it's always purple out of those or not, but thank you so much, Fortnite. Now we can... Oh, someone already got the shrine. Looked like they were shockwaving away, too. I was going to say now I can look for sprites and then do the shrine. There are more shrines in this area, though. I was just hoping to maybe pull up and kill that guy, but don't know where he went. Dash right over here. Get myself some dashes and see if there's any shrines nearby. 200 meters away. We can go do that. There's shots over here. If it's like an actual fight, we could try to third party it. Oh, someone already did this one too. Are you real, sir? He like hates the ground for some reason. Wondering about those shot I heard earlier. Well, we got full shocks. This fight just ended over here. The shot stopped and I saw something in kill feed exact moment. Are they up here? I can finally do what I was talking about, maybe. It like depends on the angle sometimes where you get in the shots through. And one of the nice things about this AR is it has so much ammo in the mag that you don't really need to worry about running out if you do go for something like that. I still had 30. But like sometimes depending on the angle, you can't like fight headshots from them. I need to reload my shotgun. I should have reloaded my shotgun first, since this AR is so good on ammo. Is this guy gonna go for my car? It was like weak earlier, but I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I have enough shots. Nice, he had a gold pump. One thing I've noticed, I'm probably gonna jinx myself by talking about this, but one of the things I've noticed when playing in lower ranked lobbies in Fortnite, whenever I've done these videos, is that like it seems like a lot of lower ranked players are just very scared to fight. Like that player there, I don't even know if he was like bad or good, but because he just like didn't fight me, and that like makes his life so much harder than it needs to be. Like if he, I feel like a lot of players play scared because it's ranked, and then because they're playing scared, they don't give themselves much of an opportunity to win most fights. And so if you are someone who's playing ranked and you're like struggling in some of the lower ranked lobbies, I think playing less to like care about your rank and just playing to get better at fighting is something that like you should consider. Just having decent fighting skills will like prevail in these lower ranks. And like the higher ranks, you need both. Like I think decent fighting skills and to like be able to make good decisions if you, you know, actually want to do well consistently. But in the lower ranked lobbies, I feel like a lot of people overthink it. And end up making things much harder for themselves than they need to. These are the new tier rooms in the Supernova Academy. Since I'm A tier, I can open this room, and you can open all rooms lower than you as well. And then there's things to buy. But I don't really want to spend the gold on that. For the mythic, but that's how you get the mythic pistol. Alright. I was hoping to get a better Spire rifle. Here's an A tier crate as well. I was still hoping to get a better Spire rifle, but Superman did not bless me. It's okay. We have a good gold pump. I care more about like shotgun rarity than AR rarity. And I could try to eliminate this Spire to get a better shotgun to get the unstable one, but I believe it has stats matching the legendary. So I don't really want to go for this. If I was like low rarity pump right now, I'd be more inclined to go for this. It's not hard to defeat, but like decent chance to get third partied, I feel like. There's loot over here. Nothing worthwhile. Over here. There's usually so many people in this gas station area. Only one shot hit. It's just gonna be over shield, and it's gonna be like regen by the time I get to him. Maybe they fight. That car up front is weak enough to where if this other guy tries to, he can maybe destroy it, but if they just both keep driving, then I'm not gonna catch up to them. Seems like they both got out here. But I don't hear shots or anything, and I never did, which is surprising. I also have no visual audio footsteps. Here we go. Finally, I do. This other guy got out of the car or stopped it. He's like in the passenger seat healing. I hit him 210, so like the fact that he stopped there, I was like so down to like pressure that. And with that superhero player there, what just happened? Did they throw the dog tree? Either way, with that superhero player there, when he just drove past me, I thought he was just gonna get in that other car and dip, and that's what he did. So I tried to just like pre-fire the driver's seat on that. I got good damage on him, but I think if I had done it a little bit better, then I would have just like full killed him right there. And then I maybe could have got all 3 kills. The medallion over here, and then island medallion hasn't been claimed yet. Checking to see if I reloaded. I'm thinking this medallion is going to be going for island, but I could be wrong on that. But that's what I'm going to go for. And then I'm hoping that I can just get him on the way as well. The fight over here. That's an AI, like an NPC guard. The player just ran behind the stairs. Medallion might be coming for this. I think that's the medallion player down there. Thing hits through shield bubbles. GG's. That's why I think in the first video I was saying I feel like bubble or bunkers might be better than bubbles. This thing griefs both of them, but yeah, especially with it being so early in the season right now, I think a lot of people are like really caught off guard by that. Oh, I didn't get the medallion. I'm an idiot. Bro, there's so many cars here. $80 damage. That was almost bad. I wanted to land in a slide there and I did not. But it works out. I only have 1 more dash remaining. I might go grab that Sprite over there. I'm kind of also looking for the player that was fighting that Spire. Because that fight is now over. When I see Sprite down here. But that person should be coming this way sometime soon. These cars here and I can't find one to drive. They're also shambles. I think mine was like low on gas. Oh, here's that person I was looking for. I probably should have not shot there. If I didn't shoot, he maybe keeps running out. I guess we can get this. I don't know how I feel about the effect of this, so as I was saying, I feel like making myself move faster can like be more harm than good in some situations if it messes up my aim. And with this base boost mobility item, all you really have to do is just look in the direction opposite you want to go and then hit your shoot button. I think it's pretty simple. And then the aim down sight button, you can be looking the direction you want to go when you hit that. Like this, I'm going to hit aim down sight. But you don't go as far. So like doing them in combination is kind of like what you want to be doing. He's a dash there, but we can just get them back. Thank you. I thought there was people up by my car, but it's sprites. But yeah, I think this mobility item is somewhat easy to learn. Like perfecting it in the moment, like I still mess up with it sometimes, even though I know how it works. Like it takes time to, you know, learn that fully. But I cannot stress enough how like good of a mobility item I think this is, and like how much I would recommend like getting used to it. I've seen so often when new items come to the game, Like, people just don't want to invest the time to get used to it if it's, like, not even really hard to use, but just, like, not simple. Like, the Typhoon Blade, it was simple. You know, you just sprint and jump. Slide. But with this, there's a little more of a trick to it, but learning that'll pay off, I think. It's a very good item. And it does, like, lots of structure damage. I think I've used it at the Superhero Academy to, like, break the walls and expose that player. We use it on a shield bubble person. Like, these gloves are insane. Come here, core. And Rifted. Focus this person. Even if I don't get the kill, I'm sad I wasted dashes there. I was gonna say, even if I don't get the kill, I like deterred him from landing on me, which is what I mainly wanted. I didn't want him to just like land and swipe this and leave. Now we have forecast because I'm S tier and we have that medallion. I don't know why, or boon. I don't know why it wasn't showing like that in the previous game. I think it was the first game where I had all the boons, but it wasn't showing me forecast. But either way, that's like one of the main reasons to get S tier is to get like those better effects from the boons. Then you also can open the S tier chests, which have like guaranteed gold loot. But that's not too much of like a concern of mine at the moment because I have such good loot already. And I feel like that's often going to be the case. If you've like, got enough eliminations to reach S tier, I feel like you've exposed yourself to so much loot that you should probably have good items by then. But you know, Fortnite trolls sometimes. See if I can get in this car and bait this guy into challenging me. I don't know what was going on over there as well. There's just a fight that happened, but I don't know where that person was. Zone comes over here. I don't like that. I kind of wish it went elsewhere. This guy, I think it's blinked. I'm gonna say this guy might be weak from earlier as well. So if I might not have to hit him like too much, but it doesn't matter. I barely hit him at all in one time. I can break over shield for that. I think melts cars, by the way. And the fact that it has such a large magazine means you can keep shooting even after destroying the car. Feels bad. This is my least favorite thing about using the third-person guns is like sometimes trying to peek cover, you just shoot the wall. And there's like a little red X that shows. But I'm like way more concerned about like looking at the person I'm shooting than that little X next to my crosshair, you know? Guy gets away for now, but that's okay. There's like a little sliver of one of the islands in zone, but I don't really know if I want to like concern myself with that or not. Maybe fighting? If they're heavy fighting, I would shock and like go over there. That shield broke. This is a bad play, but okay. The reason why that was a bad play is I completely gave up the best spot in zone to go and push that guy. But like, I'm not overly concerned with that, as I was kind of saying before. I don't think gold is, you know, the most difficult matches. If I was in like elite champion, I'd probably not be doing that. But I just didn't think I would be punished for it, even though it was not the greatest thing to push. I was hoping I could kill him quick and then the other player would try to third party and we can kill them too. That was another thing. I'm like vulnerable to third parties, but I was kind of hoping I would get third partied and then just be able to fight them. Two opponents remain. I think one of them is definitely real. I think one of them is that Aang that rifted. Let's see what I get out of the S tier crate. Yeah, nothing I really need. We get 2 gold shotguns, which are great, but I already had one. I'm gonna shoot this bush. Nothing. No! I didn't want to do that. Imagine I fell off and died to fall damage. That'd be sad. Okay, here we go. If my kill gets stolen. GG's. Not really much can be done. And yeah, as I was saying at the Superhero Academy, how many people actually fought back that game? I feel like every fight, I had so much momentum going into it because it feels like everyone else is so scared. And I'm just chilling. If you want to rank up in these lower ranks, as I said earlier, just get comfortable fighting, get decent at fighting, and just don't stress about the fact that it's ranked. I think that's like one of the biggest thing that holds so many people back. And it, like, to me, that's what it feels like with some of those people. It's just that they're hyper fixating the entire time on the fact that it's ranked. Alright, we're back into game 2. We're high gold 2 at the moment. I'm hoping that if we have a decent win in this game that I can just get into plat and hopefully the games will be a bit better. Plat still isn't like the greatest rank, but I think it's definitely a step up from gold and silver. And I think as far as like bots go, there's like a good amount less. I think I'm going to go frogs this game, even though I went there for the first match, just because I do want to make sure I get that win and just like, you know, finish out gold in this video would be great. So let's get it. Gonna be anybody here. There was a lot of AI that landed here the first game I played when I was in silver. There's a few people. Some of them might be going to like the Superhero Academy though. This guy in front of me is definitely coming here. I don't like my drop the most, but it's solid. What do we get here? SMG. Superior. I don't think I can kill this guy to the sky with this. I think he's already too low. Okay then, bro. I did not like this gunman. As a spray weapon, it's good, but as an AR, I just never really enjoyed it. Hoping this chest has minis. Big. Shotgun. Drink this. I don't think he's had time to drink anything. He's gonna want to push me because I'm healing. Especially if he hasn't had heals of his own. Is he under? He's in here. Nice. That guy was not bad. His aim was very good. Off the like the initial fight. I don't know if it was very good, but the initial fight went like much better for him than it did for me. Alright. But he just wasn't really able to pressure it because of like the way the terrain was. With him landing like on that low ground and me landing on like the higher part of the POI, it was like hard for him just to push me with no mobility. I was able to like get the barrels, get a big pot, and I feel like that kind of like invalidated his advantage. And I got a shotgun, which I don't know if he knew that I had a shotgun and I didn't know if he had one, but I was like much happier knowing that I had one than I was a moment ago, even though it was the Outlaw, which is not one that I really prefer. No! I thought I got the gloves I like, but I got these other ones that just do damage. Unfortunate timing for that guy. Now we get gloves. Thank you. Also, probably should have held off on drinking my big pot because there's a good amount of barrels at this POI. But one of those things where, like, if I'm greedy for that, then it maybe griefs. He's in that bush. You can, like, see a pixel of him. Okay, so far this match I feel like is a noticeable step up from the previous one. Again, it's not like these people are like the greatest players ever, but like they're fighting back more than, you know, the previous ones were. That's kind of like what I was saying. I was hoping if I just like finished out gold in this video and got the plat. Not the hardest lobbies ever, but at least some confidence in the lobby. Shots over there. I don't know if I can really do anything with it though. Quite happy with my loot. Not the greatest of all time, but we'll take it. If I get shocked out of this, I'll be happy. Thank you. This is why I was saying I probably should have saved that big earlier because there's barrels here. But I think drinking it was a good decision. Didn't matter at the end of the day, but we ended up finding a lot more, and I did get pushed in that time, so having the HP is nice. Just are underneath. I don't like going down into that under area. I might just leave and try to go get a Sprite to get dashes. See if there's any cars here. That was satisfying. No cars, unfortunately. But luckily I did get mobility. If I had no mobility and no car, I would be very sad, but this is fine. There's like hero crates for me to open at the academy, but I don't really want to go into there. I feel like that is an area that can be pretty ratty. Like there's so many buildings and like a good amount of verticality to the buildings that people will just be anywhere, and the fights can like really stall out. Island is far away. I would like to get that, but I don't think I'll really have time. Dashes are here. This shrine has already been claimed though. The nearest... Where is the nearest shrine? 200 meters away? I guess we'll do this. And then maybe come back for these shockwaves. This car, yeah, I was about to say this car wasn't not here a moment ago. I just saw him in the passenger seat, but even if I didn't, I would expect something to be going on there. Not happy with that amount of damage. I would have liked to get like 90-ish and then push with a dash, but damage is low. I want to get this kill quick though, because that other guy can come back. GG's. How many chocks is this? 4? Okay, I'll just take these and then go back for my other 2. And then not worry about putting the thing in. It would give me better hero points, which would be nice, but I can make do without the hero points. The shockwaves were the main reason I was like wanting to do that. Who's that purple car? I wonder if he's still just sitting in the passenger seat like a creep. One thing you can do with enemy cars... Wait, I'm marking it? Okay. If it didn't let me mark it, then that means he's inside of it. If there's an enemy in a car, it won't let you ping it like that. You just use whatever your mark button is. It'll like just mark like normal, but it won't like mark the car itself. We broke shield on that, so I'm going to push. I can invest a dash into this too because there's so many in this area typically. Nice. If I didn't break shield on that, I probably wouldn't have pushed as aggressively, but I think they just got done fighting. That's not what I wanted to do. That's fine though. I'm trying to aim in with my AR and like continue to shoot him. It's whatever though. It probably wasn't really going to go anywhere much more than what it did. The fight going down over there, I would like to get involved in that, but I would also like to get more stashes. I only have one more. And this is an area that is like pretty like often populated by sprites, so I'd like to get that while I'm over here. Seems like this is done. Oh, they're both in the car. I don't think they're teaming. I think just one guy got in. Maybe they are teaming? I'm gonna have to check replay mode after this one. The moment I'm out of the play there, like once I get in the car and leave, the second person I killed should want to kill the first one. People are weird sometimes, but you have one player that's right next to you and one player that's driving away. The one that's right next to you is a problem, because if they start fighting you, then like that's, you know, not ideal for you. But like they just both full on ignored each other, which can definitely happen, but like it can happen naturally, but also just be a sign of teaming. Like the confidence at which they both ignored each other, but we'll check after this and replay and see. He's in the car. That's not great. All my dashes are gone now. Reload like everything. Oh no, I have one dash. I thought I was completely out. He is a chug jug, so he's going to be full healed most likely by the time I could do anything to him. He scans the area, but I'm not around there, so I don't get scanned. He knows where I am though. Brief myself again, shooting the side of the rock. This is where like I really wish we had a red dot AR, because like fights like this, I feel so much more confident with a red dot AR. Like just being able to like play around cover and stuff, not even necessarily like and hitting shots at the range, but like just peeking and playing off cover. I feel so much better with a red dot AR. Car pulled up behind me, so I was gonna leave, but they started fighting, so if we can get decent opportunity to a third party, that would be good. Nice. That's like one like kind of cheese way to use this item. If somebody's directly above you, just stand still and hit your aim down sight button. You go straight up. I want to go back to Brutal now and buy big pots. That's why I took the bigs over the chug there. Or like I used the chug because I'm not going to add anything to that chug, but I can find more big pots and add it to this one, you know? And hopefully I could just buy some, but they may have been bought out because there were people fighting here earlier. My gloves are close to being gone. I need to get a refresh on those. And there may be a refresh over here for me on all these kills, but I just don't remember. Like I was more thinking about like the fact that those people were potentially teaming. We're getting shot by 2 people right now. I just want to get over here. And then now it's harder for that guy that just landed on me to pressure without getting shot by the other guy that was also shooting at me. Unless the one that was also shooting at me is like incredibly tunnel visioned. New gloves. Old outlaw shotgun, not what I want. And then he has the exotic burst pistol as well, but I'm just going to stick with the Spire AR because it's what I've been using. That car on that bridge was weak. That was the one I used earlier. This car over here might be fresh. There's that guy that was shooting me earlier. He hits a shot. Nice. He's a DMR. So I have to be like very cautious about peeking this. As I was saying earlier, I don't feel good at fighting this range with third-person ARs as is. But if this guy's a DMR and he's hitting shots like that, probably has the advantage there. I do still have one dash, and then I have lots of other mobility as well. So like what I would like have done there is hit those shots and then push. Like as soon as I get any sort of advantage here, I want to take advantage of it because this range seems much better for the weapons he has. That was not ideal. The dash like dashed me into him. I wanted to go behind him, but he like blocked it. He's a goat. There's shots down here. That was just awkward for both of us, I think. I would like to get more dashes. The medallion player seems to be on their way here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. Of course, the one I need is like in the middle of the street. Come here, bro. I have one more shockwave. I'm going to check if there's any sort of cover items here. Bubbles are like kind of... I feel like if people know about the fact that the gloves destroy it, I feel like bubbles are not great. But 4 bubbles is probably better than 1 shockwave. Medallion player is down in like the special rooms, I think. That I kind of talked about earlier on in this game. I don't really like fighting here. Don't want to force it. Has this been used yet? It hasn't. Do I want to risk trying to put that shrine in for the shocks? Or put the sprite in? Come here, bro. Why are you running? We don't got time for that. Let me out. Behind me. Use a dash and then get him back. I don't know what's going on over here. Take it away. They had a chug jug as well. They like full heal. But we make them use heals and we make them use grapple uses. They had the Batman grappler. And if they've been spamming it a lot throughout the course of the game, having to use like 2 to 3 there is potentially a problem for them. They have both medallions too, which is annoying. I probably should have made more of an effort to go to island and not like been fighting around brutal as much as I was. I gotta get out of here. I'm scanned. Bush, being in a bush when you're scanned is so bad. Good aim. He probably pushes. Not good for me to be wasting heals like that. I should have gotten out of the bush sooner. Chilling in the bush was like low-key disrespectful there after I was scanned. I'd like to kill this medallion player. They seem decent. The one that just scanned and beamed me seemed kind of decent too. I'm surprised they didn't push. They're continuously traveling though. The invisible jump. Dash saved me there. I played that fight bad though. I'm not happy with that at all. I was hoping that like you'd get in the car. Dash saved me again. Use this chug and then get those bigs after. Same thing I talked about earlier. Like those bigs will stack. I don't know how many it is, but I'm in a rush right now. I feel like I'm gonna get third partied here. 3, nice. Even if I took the time to check, that's what I would have wanted. 2 players remain. I should have died there though. I feel like I played that fight so poorly. I'm gonna stick with shockwaves just because it's what I've been using. The grappler is very good though. And it resets, I'm pretty sure. Why is this in the worst spot of all time? I'm pretty sure it resets since I eliminated him. Like it'll be full uses even if it wasn't when he had it. But I just, like I said, I'd rather just stick with what I've been using the whole game. If I was low on shocks, I'd take it. It is very good. But I feel like my brain isn't like thinking in grapples right now because I've been using shocks and the other thing all game. Shocks on a glove. Do I get it? Oh man, stop. Guy's like pickaxing out of here. Did I even get the dashes? I did, okay. There's somebody here. He gets away, but we did a lot of damage to him, which at this point in the game could matter. He has to waste his heals. That other guy scanned. I think one was like pickaxing walls in that building and the other guy was just chilling here. Definitely could have got that kill if my aim was a little bit better there though. Is this tree in? Guys, they didn't fight. You would think that guy that was like chilling at the building would have wanted to like pressure that guy running away. Or try to third party me. Scans again. He's definitely in that building scanning. I think that's the healthier one. I think the one I just shot over there was the one I had somewhat weak. Maybe not. Going in there is not the play, I don't think. I want to reload. Thing is a like large mag, but I still want to reload while I can. I think I'm gonna get third partied. I don't know if he's in right there. Nice. I had this guy weak, so I just wanted to like push him out and then like look to kill the other one. Nice. So I have one guy that's pushing me there. I know nothing about his HP. The guy right in front of me has a bubble and is weak. So if I can push him, I know I can get that kill quick because he's so weak. And then deal with the full HP person. Rather than fighting the full HP person while the weak guy is still on our side. Probably healing, probably getting ready to third party. And I knew I had the bubble for cover. So as long as I got to the bubble, I'd be fine. Hopefully that was enough to put us into... What? Okay, W. Not very far into plat, but we make it into plat, which is nice. As I said, I wanted to get out of gold in that video, and we ended up doing it. Hopefully in plat, the games start to get better. But even this match, I think, was like a noticeable step up from the previous ones. It wasn't the hardest game of all time, but like definitely noticeable. I want to see if those people were teaming or not. Or if we can tell 100% if they were or weren't. We'll see. I think it was before this. So it was like right here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Go a little bit back. I'm hoping we can kind of see what they were doing beforehand, because it sounded like there were shots over here. Replay mode is bugged. Let's see what they do. He throws down a bubble. Clearly they're chill with each other, whether they're actively teaming or not. It's sometimes you see two people in a car together and it's like they were fighting and then one just got in and the other's driving. But this is definitely not that, but also not so obvious that they're like actively teaming. The fact that they just full ignored each other when I destroyed their car is what was surprising to me. I was hoping I could break their car. They would fight because they're both right next to each other, and then I could just get away. But he just... Or maybe he did shoot at that guy a little bit. Definitely bizarre. Let me know down in the comments below if you think they were teaming. As always, if you guys did find this video to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.